right. Thank you very much, Carmen, for those news headlines. Indeed, a special edition of Your View. As we round off the year, we thought, let's go out and engage with those who are tasked with making our lives safer here in Johannesburg. Of course, tonight we're talking to the Chief of Police out in Johannesburg, Chief David Tembe. But of course, a little later on, we'll be talking to the newly elected Mayor, Jeff Makubo, who will also be joining us here at this roadblock. We're at the Crown Interchange out here in Johannesburg, a massive roadblock. If you are drunk, don't make your way past the Crown Interchange. Find an alternative route, because they are ready to arrest you. They have breathalyzer tests here. They've got everything. They are checking number plates, traffic fines, you name it. Woe unto you if you are not compliant. Chief, as I was still saying, give me a sense of confidence. One or two things that you can say to me, things are going to be different, Chief, because the problem is there is some kind of a loss of trust, if you know what I mean, with the police, that they're not going to, they're just going to carry on with this Jojo and all of this stuff. Give me a sense of confidence. Give me one or two things that you think, if you implemented them, the crime levels in this city will come down.
What we are doing, or what we have been doing on the freeway, every 15 kilometers, you'll see our vehicles. And the officers that you'll see there, they won't be sitting in the vehicles. They'll be out there, either stopping a vehicle or dealing with some other mishap that the motorists might have been doing. Johannesburg Metro Police work 24/7. We don't work until 10 o'clock.
Yes.
So we work the whole night.
Yeah.
The same manpower
this has not always been the case?
No, it was not.
Are you saying that police at some point had knocked off? There were no police in the roads patrolling in the morning?
No, we had skeleton.
Yeah.
But right now, we have got the same number of officers that are working at night as that are working during the day.
I see.
So we are saying that you have to see the Metro Police or SAPS, wherever you go, prevention is what we want to see.
Yeah.
Because once you see them, I've realized that if a person, if you see a blue light on your rear view mirror, you start reducing speed. So because it's a blue light that you see. But if you are not visible, another thing that we want to flood the city, there must be visibility of Bobby on the beat. The mayor likes saying Bobby on the beat.
Yeah.
So people must be able to interact with our law enforcement.
Yes.
We have got undercover unit. These undercover unit are going to deal with the issues of crime in the inner city.
Yeah.
And we have got our K9 that deals with drugs.
Yeah.
So it has been successful.
K9 is not the dogs.
Yeah, it's a dog
They're
unit.
going to sniff the drugs.
Yes, we have got a K9. It has been successful. And we work hand in hand with SAPS. We work hand in hand with securities. But then let's not forget to work again with the churches. But not the churches that makes noise.
Yeah.
In the suburbs.
No, but you must give them land. The churches are complaining that you don't want to give them land.
Yes, but we must respect others so that they must be able to sleep peacefully and enjoy where they are staying. So we'll continue dealing with the churches that don't comply.
Yeah.
So the places of entertainment, comply with the rules. Close at the time that you're supposed to close. But ensure that don't sell alcohol to the children. Because once we find that we are doing that, our joint operation will be able to deal with all those issues.
There's been, in the last couple of days, a big concern about taxi violence. And the context is that the community seems to feel that taxis and their owners and their drivers seems to be a little bit of a law unto themselves. And because you are, in a sense, weak in dealing with them, that they get away with murder and they're killing each other now. It's becoming bad. What are you going to do about it? What can the community expect the JMPD to do? The recent chaos was just down the road here in Alexander.
Yes. JMPD is working very closely with SAPS. We have got our joint operation when we deal with this issue. The MEC, Faith Mazibuko, has called up a meeting whereby JMPD, SAPS, and other law enforcement agencies that deal with those issues of violence. But not only us as JMPD, remember, SAPS is the custodian. So ourselves, we work very closely with the Provincial Commissioner, Mawela.
Yeah.
So it is a joint operation, not a JMPD issue. Yeah. But when it comes to reckless and negligent driving, we are going to lock them up. And we have been doing that, and we have started, we are going to impound their vehicles.
Are you impounding vehicles? Because there always is a big outcry when you impound the taxis.
I just bought a pound worth about 45 million. That pound can accommodate 25,000 vehicles. So in Johannesburg, in the next few months, we have to fill up that. If ever you don't do it, we'll fill it up.
Unroadworthy vehicles.
Unroadworthy vehicle. If your vehicles is unroadworthy, I've got 25,000 capacity for your vehicles that we're
So you are
going to
confident that you will be able to clamp down, particularly on violence linked to taxis, because they really now are getting out of hand, Chief.
Jointly, we are going to close it down. So there, I promise you, joint.
We round off now. What is your message to the citizens of Johannesburg? One of the things that really assist in crime fighting, right, is community action, is community collaboration.
Yes.
Right? What's your message? How are people, in your view, free to come forward knowing they won't be victimized? You know, given the culture of corruption and bribery in the police force?
The community of Johannesburg has been cooperative. We don't have much of the cold drink now recently.
No cold drink.
Those officers who have been escorting members of the public to the ATM, their days are numbered. So I want to make sure that even if you offer our officers, you will be locked up. You might have seen that some of our officers have been offered 100,000, 50,000. When it comes to cable theft, they refuse it because they value. I've got officers that are really up to the job.
Okay. Chief Tembe, we wish you well in your operation. We wish you well also in your job. Hopefully you keep your job because there's a new administration in town. But hopefully your good work will keep you in the job. We will look forward to working with you. And you got our support here at Newsroom Africa always. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks a lot, JJ. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Chief Tembe, Chief of JMPD, is the one who allowed us tonight to be here with the JMPD to see what work they're doing. He's been showing us around, talking to the officers. A little earlier on, we talked to Wayne Minard, who will be joining us in the Citizens Roundtable a little later on to carry on, just giving us information about what we should expect in the coming festive season that is upon us. So Chief Tembe there, hopefully, as I was saying, the new administration will keep him. But of course, we will put that to the mayor. He must tell us what his plans are. So do stay tuned for that conversation. Coming up after the break, the mayor, the newly elected mayor of Johannesburg, Jeff Makubo, is our guest on the Frank Talk tonight.